You know, they got a little everything. I can't keep up with them. So there's like Lil Wayne, Lil Buck, Lil Richard, Lil Peep, Lil Hungry, Lil Sick, Lil Tired. They got a little everybody. All right, everyone, welcome back to the podcast. We're going to get back into the Kendrick Lamar Drake feud that's going on. I don't know anything about this. I did my first Kendrick Lamar video that I've ever done last week. Got some great responses and got some great feedback. Also got some good links to check out so I can learn more about this because apparently I'm really behind. But so I'm going to try to catch up and see what's going on with this beef, and I think it really has to do with the accusations of Drake being with underage girls, teenagers or something. I don't really know. I'm just trying to find out. So I'm gonna react to Drake takes legal action in Kendrick Lamar feud. So let's go ahead and get into this video and see what this is all about so I can react to some other videos about this ordeal.
Yes, legal action over this song is now the latest twist in the infamous feud between Lamar and Drake.
It's kind of hard not to move to this beat here. A court hearing has now been scheduled after Drake filed 2 legal petitions claiming the company that represents them both, Universal Music Group and the streaming service Spotify, conspired to artificially inflate the song's streaming success. And joining us to break down the legal plot and Better Call Brian is ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer himself. Good to see you, man. Let's get into it. So this legal petition does not name Kendrick Lamar specifically, but it is about his song. So what is Drake after?
Short answer, evidence. This is a petition, not necessarily a lawsuit. It's kind of the precursor to a lawsuit where Drake is saying, you know, I've heard some rumors, I've heard some things within UMG, iHeartRadio, and Spotify that there's this pay-to-play scheme, that Spotify is giving a 30% discount on getting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us song on the radio waves, and it's meant to degrade or lessen Drake's kind of popularity or his music and his influence to the tune of implementing and kind of increasing the fame of Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so Lamar hasn't said anything, Spotify hasn't said anything, but Universal Music Group did put out a statement denying the claim, saying they are offensive and untrue, and says the fans choose the music they want to hear. So I'm curious, what kind of evidence does Drake need to find in order to file a lawsuit?
Well, like you said, we already have a hearing date for December 20th, so it's what, 15 days from today, where Drake is looking for information. Not necessarily evidence, but who can I subpoena? Who can I ask, either in an oral deposition where someone just gives testimony of, I saw this getting paid, I saw this getting moved, I saw this, or whatever it may be, or they get to submit written questions to ask those questions. They'll take that information and then kind of create a full-throated lawsuit where they'll make stronger accusations based on the evidence they've found. If you've seen something, you've heard something, any kind of paper trail, that all works for them.
So again, what's the difference between a legal petition and a lawsuit?
So we all probably know lawsuits. You did something wrong to me, I want money from it, especially if it's a civil lawsuit. A petition is kind of like the precursor to a lawsuit. In this specific type of petition, both in Texas and New York, Drake is saying, give my attorneys the power to subpoena. As an attorney, I have the ability to go to court and say, you know what, this person did something wrong. Let me use my subpoena power to force them into court, to ask them questions. And if they choose not to, then there could be contempt of court, whether it be civil or criminal liability. And that's what Drake wants. Give me that subpoena power so I can go get information that I want.
So this is what I'm curious about. If, let's just play if Drake is right and there were some sort of bots or pay-to-play scheme that's at play here, is that illegal? Does that become a case?
So don't forget, UMG is the parent company to both Drake and Kendrick Lamar's recording kind of contracts, and also their recording labels. And so if UMG, the parent company, is creating a scheme where they're benefiting one person to harm the other, that could be a damages in terms of loss of wages, loss of reputation, a loss of future wages. And I'm gonna bet probably my last dollar that there's something in Drake's contract that says you can't pit one person against the other. This might be a plan for Drake to simply break out of his contract, get out of it, and take his money and his business elsewhere.
Does he have to prove that it harms him, or because could UMG just be trying to promote Lamar?
Well, let's think about it this way. If ABC wanted to promote Darian Sutton, not Brian Buckmeyer, I think it might be an argument to say, you know what, we're both the same team. Why would you harm one over the other? Just because I get it. We love Darian. He's dreamy. I've seen his headshots.
He's dreamy.
I get it. But Brian wants some love too, all right? So that's kind of how that legal action works.
That's a good way to break it down, man.
Really good way to break it down. Brian Buckmeyer, we always enjoy having you on. Thank you so much.
Dreamy Dr. Sutton.
Yes, Dr. Dreamy, the new Dr. Dreamy.
Oh, Drake isn't getting listened to as much as Kendrick Lamar. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Somebody else is reading their book more than they're reading my book. I mean, come on. Kendrick Lamar, the guy who won a Pulitzer Prize, you think that he doesn't have any clout? That people don't want to hear his music? That you're somehow being swindled out of, I don't know, credibility or what? I have no idea. I think this is the stupidest shit. It's ridiculous. I just thank God this isn't the 90s where you know, the rappers are like shooting each other and there's wars going on. At least this is just legal battles and the war of words. But you know, okay, so apparently there's a lot more to it than just the exit. Now, I know that I saw a video of, and I think it was Drake kissing an underage girl, like 17 years old. And this is a weird thing to Google. And Drake with young girls. Oh my God. That's the most horrible thing. I'm just like, oh God. Yeah, I don't mean anything bad in terms of that. It's just, so I found pictures of him with, like, at the children's hospital with girls, a little girl with cancer, you know, Millie Bobby Brown. There was a picture of him kissing a girl though at a concert. I guess he invited her on stage. There he is with Lil Wayne. You know, they got little everything. I can't keep up with them. So there's like Lil Wayne, Lil Buck, Lil Richard, Lil Peep, Little Hungry, Little Sick, Little Tired. They got a little everybody. There it is, right there. Okay, there it is. There's the picture right there of him. Ooh, man, if that was my daughter. Ooh, and I think he said something to the effect, don't quote me, but you're 17, why you look so good? Something like that. Something to that effect. Don't quote me, but something to that effect. Why is it you look so good at 17? Well, dude, that's inappropriate. If you don't know that, then you're at some kind of you're just out of touch with. Some people make so much money they are not grounded in reality anymore and don't understand the ramifications of what their actions are. It's just it's nuts. So anyway, that's just a quick little video on that. I'm going to be doing one on High Ren. They suggested that one. I want to do that one. And then Drake versus Kendrick explained to white people. Now I'm mixed, so you know, I can claim my white half as part of this. So when I react to this one, probably next. Oh my God, they're both like 36, 37, 38 years old, and this is the shit you worry about, man. I mean, seriously. This is the stuff you worry about. I think you're just pissed because Kendrick Lamar can probably rap better than you, and he can certainly insult you with lyrics better than you, and I think that's proof by winning a Pulitzer Prize. Oh my gosh, that would be like me winning the Heisman Trophy or something. No, that doesn't even compare, because Kendrick Lamar is obviously, he's a savant, genius when it comes to music, and he has been his entire life. So that's an unfair comparison. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for dropping in. I really appreciate you liking the videos and supporting the podcast. So please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that biz. And I'll catch you on the next podcast, probably doing Drake versus Kendrick and Ren. So I'm going to drop some more videos this week so we can kind of get in this groove and I kind of catch up on what's going on because Lamar is going to be playing the Super Bowl this year. So I want to be up to speed on everything. All right, guys, catch you on the next podcast. Pum, 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 pum. Guys, would you stop effing up the Christmas tree, please? You have the entire house to play. Why do you have to constantly play in the Christmas tree? All right, that's it. I gotta go break this up. Hey!